If you're a homeowner, you're already a real estate investor, whether you realize it or not. But here's the question. Are you building wealth strategically or just hoping your home goes up in value? Today, I'm going to explain real estate investing basics for homeowners in plain English so you can understand how rental property investing, equity growth, cash flow, and long-term real estate wealth actually work. My name is Joe Luca, Realtor. I host the Joe Luca Real Estate Show, and my focus is always creating the best possible outcome for my clients through education, strategy, and informed decision making. Okay, let's start off with number one. When you own a home, you're already an investor because you benefit from property appreciation, equity growth, leverage through a mortgage, and potential tax advantages. That's real estate investing. The difference between accidental investing and intentional investing is strategy. Number two, there are three ways that real estate builds wealth. One, appreciation. Over time, real estate values have historically increased in value. Not every year, but most of the time. Two, through amortization. Every mortgage payment reduces your loan balance. So your tenant, or potentially a future buyer, essentially helps you pay your mortgage and create equity. And then, of course, three, cash flow. When rental income exceeds expenses, you generate monthly income. Those three figures together create wealth acceleration. All right, third, there are common entry points for homeowners who are considering real estate investing. Here are some practical starting points. Converting your current home into a rental. So when you move up, instead of selling your home, you hold on to it and you rent it out. Next, you could buy a multifamily property, live in one unit, rent out the others. This is also called house hacking. Or you purchase a single family home simply as an investment property, focused purely on rental income and appreciation. And then you can have a short-term rental strategy using something like a VRBO or an Airbnb. If zoning allows, this can produce higher cash flow, but it requires active management. What's good about this too is you can rent out your house for a few days a month to cover all of your expenses, so there's a lot less wear and tear. Fourth, understanding the numbers. Before investing, you need to understand the following: a cap rate, cash on cash return, net operating income, NOI, debt service, property taxes, also maintenance reserves. You do not want to be caught without those. Many homeowners underestimate property management costs, vacancy risks, and repair expenses. These numbers can eat you alive. Real estate investing is indeed powerful, but only when used correctly. All right, number five, local market knowledge. National headlines do not make a good basis for investment decisions. Local inventory levels, rental demand, tax structures, and price trends matter more. What's going on in your community? So in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, inventory is very tight. Multifamily properties are like hen's teeth. It's very competitive. Out-of-state buyers can influence buying and pricing, and rental demand is strong. Other parts of the country, that's not true. So understanding your local real estate market is critical before making an investment decision. Next, number six, risk versus reward. Real estate investing is not passive magic. It's not easy. Managing properties can be work. There are risks, market cycles, tenant turnover, repairs, financing shifts, and regulatory changes. But compared to many asset classes, real estate provides tangible ownership, an inflation hedge, leverage, and control. When structured properly, it can be one of the most powerful long-term wealth building tools available to homeowners. All right, seven, smart next steps for homeowners. Pay attention. Instead of asking, what's the hardest investment right now, Joe? You should ask, Does my current home have rental potential? How much equity do I have? What does my debt to income ratio allow? What are realistic rental rates in my area? And how could this impact my long-term financial plan? That is strategic real estate investing. So if you're a homeowner, you're thinking about becoming a real estate investing, the first step is not buying another property. It's running numbers. If you'd like a personalized and investment readiness review, and including an equity analysis, rental potential, and long-term strategy, reach out. I'm here for you. And if this video helped you understand real estate investing basics, please subscribe to the channel for more content on real estate investing, home equity strategy, buying and selling smart, market trends in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, as well as long-term real estate wealth building. I'm Joe Luca, Realtor, and I believe educated homeowners make stronger financial decisions. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.